Good morning. Today I'm joined by John Llewellyn, who after a checkered past is now running the 12-to-1 Christian Trust, which supports homeless, alcoholics and drug addicts in Cornwall. Hello, John.
Hello, my dear.
So to begin with, if you want to tell us about your hostels that you run.
There's Matthew House, which is in St Morgan, north of Newquay. First house reopened in 1993. In December of 1993, with 18 beds then, now we have 34. After that, in 96, we opened Luke House, which is in St Column Minor, a suburb of Newquay. That has 10 beds, and that's a move on. That's people who've no family, nothing, but have got cleaning, can't live on their own, so that's like a family home now. And then Simon House, which we opened in Falmouth in 99, November of 99, which is 23 beds.
How do you finance the houses?
Initially, to start off, I used my own money. Then we applied for rents off the local council, to which they pay rents, and then the men themselves put in a certain amount out of their sickness benefit or whatever.
Right.
There's no hard fast rule.
Yeah.
It's very tight on money.
Each their own.
Each their own.
Right. We have a clip of you collecting Jimmy, who I believe you've known for 7 or so years.
Correct.
Sort of what your involvement with Jimmy was and what's going on in the clip that we took.
Jimmy had broke 6-7 weeks before, and out drinking. He'd done it not very nice. He brought drink into the house, upset people in the house. The police had to be called because I wasn't there, so he'd been evicted. He started drinking in Newquay, and then he moved into Falmouth. He had a partner in crime, one Patrick, who came back in 3 weeks ago, and I had to make decisions, and one of the decisions was that Jimmy is, when he drinks, he's not very nice, and he takes prisoners. He wants people there with him. He's not content to sit and have his drink. He's got to destroy a few others along the way. So I decided to leave him there till he was physically, not on the verge of death, but physically hurting. It's not an easy decision.
No.
I received a phone call, went down to the pier in Falmouth, and collected Jimmy. I asked him simply what he wants. As he said to me many times in the past, I want to be clean. I've had enough now. I can only hope he's had enough. I got him back, cleaned him up. He's now still inside the house. Frail, fragile, feeling his age. And we just carry on now.
You say you began experimenting with alcohol as young as 11. You said at your father's funeral?
Father's funeral, yeah. And there was a barrel of beer that was off. I went and stole a crate of lemonade from the back of our local pub, because in them days people trusted people. They used to leave it out the back. And coupled with this lemonade, I drank the barrel in 2 days, and it was a firkin, which is 28 pints. And it just went up from there. I was a big lad. I could pass for 3-4 years older than what I was. I was 4.
So was that the start of heavy drinking then?
It was the start of teenage drinking. It was the start of
teenage, 11 years old, you weren't a teenager.
But I felt I was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the individual's thought, the individual's feeling.
You started sort of drinking, your teenage drinking at 11, but you went into the army at 16.
Correct.
Came out of the army at 21, honourably discharged.
Honourably discharged, yes.
For
a dishonourable behaviour.
Yes. Explain what happened.
There was a group of bullies, sergeants and corporals that were attacking the weak. I'm not saying I am a knight in shining armour, but I've always had this thing, you know, if you're going to have a scrap, have a scrap. Don't pick on somebody little, don't bully or anything like that. So I'm afraid I got 5 of them as they came from a long leave and shoved them in dustbins after beating them up with a sock full of sand.
Right.